This is my story of the first time that I smoked weed. So I was about 13, thereabout, you know, and it was my first time trying it. So got this stuff, couldn't roll it, so the guys rolled it for me. Went back home, and I think I did it like the next day. So I got some instructions from them. All right, so they told me if when I finish I feel anyway, I could do, I think it was like 4 things. So they said, 1, you could take a walk down to the beach. We said throw our headers, which is like basically just jumping in the water. 2, if that doesn't work, cook some food. And then the 3rd one was take a shower again. So those were the 3 bits of advice that they gave me. So the next day comes and I have this weed and I decided to light it up. So I light it up, bam. I didn't get halfway. Now I should have known that something was wrong when I didn't even reach half of the spliff. Anyways, smoked it, got pretty high. So I remember what they told me. So there I go now, heading to the beach. Went to the beach because I live like 30 seconds from the beach at that time. Got to the beach, took the bath, the initial bath. Still felt messed up. Walked back home. I was feeling even more messed up. So I decided to cook. Now I don't know if this has a part in playing as to why I saw aliens. But anyways, I decided to cook some rice and peas with some chicken. And because I was high, I threw seasoning into the pot with the peas. So anybody from the Caribbean knows that seasoning, our seasoning at least in St. Vincent, is green. So I threw seasoning into the pot with the peas and then I realized. So when the rice came out, it was green in color, including the chicken. The chicken was extremely green. The peas was green and the rice was green. Anyways, irrelevant. Ate that, it didn't work. So after that, I went and took another shower. So when I took this second shower now, because I already bathed in the beach, so I took the second shower now, it wasn't working. I felt worse. I didn't have the munchies. My head was just spinning. Oh, it was 4 things that they recommended. No, I don't remember. So the last one they said, if all 3 fail, go and take a nap. That's what I went to do. So I went to take this nap. So as I'm laying there, my head started spinning even more. And in my brain, I am seeing these little tiny green men just running around in my brain. So there was like about 100 of them and they kept running around in my brain. And I was like, but what the hell is going on? So these little aliens, because they're green in color, I don't know if it has to do something with the food. You guys could let me know, but they're small and tiny and they keep running around in my brain. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of them was over in the corner of my brain. I don't know how I visualize this, but I visualize my brain like a box. This is why you shouldn't smoke weed, but I visualize my brain like a box. So all of them were running around, butting into the corners of my brain. And then a bunch of them appeared in one corner, beating like ketty drums, like drums. And I was like, what the f? So I'm there laying on my bed and this is happening in my brain. And I'm trying to process this. I'm as I said, I was like 12 or 13 years old. So these people are there beating these drums and I am thinking I'm going crazy. Then, out of nowhere, I swear to you, I'm not lying. Out of nowhere, an ocean appears in the middle of my head. And you know, like those warships that has the airline, the airport thingy, whatever you call it, I don't know. But you know, like the planes that take off and land on these ships, right? So there was one of them in my brain. And there was a bunch of aliens on this boat, on this ship, taking off in these planes, and the planes would fly up and then crash into the sides of my brains, and every time they crash, another plane appear. Mind you, there's an ocean in the middle of my brain. There's a bunch of little aliens running around. I guess it's to the bottom of the ocean, but they're not really in the ocean because the ocean kind of suspended. And then there's a bunch of other little aliens over the other side beating these drums. At this point, I thought I was going crazy. And then I said, but I'm supposed to be sleeping. And I'm wide awake. And I am seeing these aliens just... Listen to me. I thought I had lost it and I was going crazy. But that's my story with weed. And yeah, that's how it is.